build quality education for the black nation. We're building quality education without colonization. Africa, yeah, Africa, let's come together, Africa, oh. Africa, yeah, Africa, let's come together, Africa, oh.
My favorite pillar, and I like to put it to say, it is the discipline to lead and protect what we are building or what we've built. As introduced, my name is Diina Hameva Namudjebo, and I'm the president of PASETA Namibia. Hey guys, don't make me emotional. You guys asked me not to cry tonight. So tonight we have not just heard ideas, we've heard direction. We've listened to the voices that have walked us through the pillars that will not only shape individuals, but the future of a nation. And my role tonight is simple. I'm not here to repeat what was said, I'm just here to bring it together.
Yeah.
So we begin with history. We were reminded that a nation without a memory is a nation without direction. Because history is not behind us, it is beneath us. It is the foundation we stand on. We moved to economics. We were reminded that participation in the economy is not optional, it is necessary. Because no nation develops when its people are disconnected from production, ownership, and financial understanding. We spoke about technology, and we were challenged to move away from consumers to creators, because the future will not be given to us, it will be built by those who understand how to create within. We reflect on agriculture, and we were reminded that before systems, before currencies, before institutions, there was the soil. And the soil that remains the foundation of substance, production, and independence. And I always like to say that, the soil is our first bank. We've heard about discipline, the pillar that holds everything together. Because without discipline, knowledge collapses. Without discipline, vision fades. Without discipline, nothing is sustained.
Yeah.
But tonight is not only about these pillars. But tonight is not about these pillars in isolation. It is about what they mean for Namibia. It is about a generation that must understand where it comes from, participate in its economy, create within its systems, produce from its land, and carry the discipline to sustain it all. Because truth is, the future of Namibia will not be built by chance. It will be built and prepared by the minds that are ready, grounded in purpose, and committed to responsibility. So to the young people out here, I'd like to call you guys the architects of the soil. Because we are the architects that are going to build the next generation. Everything you've heard tonight is not theory, it is an expectation. You are being called to think differently, to act differently, and to see yourself not as spectators of this country, but as contributors to it. And to the leaders, institutions, partners present, this moment calls for alignment, because the work of building a nation is not carried by one institution, one sector, or one voice. So tonight we are not closing a program, we are opening a responsibility. And if there is one thing I want us to leave with tonight, is that we do not study to know, we study to build. We do not gather to speak, we gather to act. And we do not launch ideas, we commit to them. So Namibia is not waiting. The future is not waiting, neither should we wait. I thank you.
Thank you so much, President Diina. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to mention that President Diina asked us to bring Nando's. And I want to tell you, and I need you to understand how difficult that was.
That's not easy.
We actually smuggled the Nando's into Namibia. Not intentionally, we are not criminals, we are better than that. It was just somewhere under the seat.
They forgot to check.
It's their fault, they forgot to check. But really, we drove for 20 hours to come and meet you guys. And I do want to mention that our president always goes further than all of us. We drove 20 hours. He's driven almost 30 because he's in Kimberley. The majority of us are in Johannesburg. Right. That's the kind of discipline that we're talking about, and we expect it from leadership. He knows we expect it from him. We have things that he expects from us all the time. Long story short, I hope you enjoyed the Nando's part of it. Long story short is that we did not only bring President Nando's from South Africa, we also carried something else. And we would like to give it to her before we move on to a vote of thanks by Sister Diina of Kenya. Before we go there, we would like to offer our I'm gonna let President King say what it is.
We bought KFC in Botswana. A packet full of KFC, 21 pieces. We ate, we were full. Now when we got to the Namibian border, the KFC was in the boot. Because we are full, we have eaten. And we meet this gentleman, he says, hey, this chicken is not going in here. Eat it. And we're like, no, boss. Don't you want the chicken? He says, no, you guys are going to eat. You should have, I've got a video of it. So now we are standing, it's past 12 in the evening, at night, we are eating this chicken. We are full. But he's standing there. So we forgot that we bought the Nando's as well. The Nando's, when we bought it, I put it under the seat. So it is me who smuggled this Nando's. So yeah, that's the story. It was a nice memory to have. If they saw it, we were going to eat it as well. No problem. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have entrusted a woman because we believe in PASETA. Women it's their time to lead. It's their time to lead. She is, yes, she deserves a hand of applause. Very raw when I found her. The confidence was very low. No, I can't do it. I said, you're going to do it. You're going to do it because many women, young little children, will be looking at you and they will be inspired. Because I saw what was in her and that she didn't believe in herself. And I said, no, Diina, you will lead PASETA Namibia. And with excellence, she's been doing that. Very raw, rough around the edges as she's growing. So I want the PASETA team, because I'm sure there will be some people who will join PASETA from the crowd. Be a supporting pillar as PASETA Namibia grows. It's going to grow. We've got a 50-year plan for PASETA. It's not going to be easy. The school that we are building is multi-millions, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to be fights against the government, fights against our people, fight against our family. We are pushing and doing all of those things. So for her to stand here in front of you, I promise you it's not easy. It's not easy to do. It's to be a leader, and a leader that can be respected and leads by example. It's not easy. So I'm asking you, the people of Namibia, because we want to see the solution of the problems of Namibia in the textbooks that the children are learning. And Diina, Hameva, is the one that will be leading our team until further notice. Until further notice. So as Team PASETA Africa, we brought just a small token of appreciation. It is a moment that was frozen in time for us that we value so much. I'm not sure if you can. Okay, she doesn't want it. Please don't open it. Okay. Because Diina has decided that she knows what is the uniform of PASETA. Look at this queen. Look at this queen. I didn't tell her what are the colors of PASETA. She just decided herself that she wants to control. So this is how our little girls will look in the honor of President Diina. This is how our little girls will look. The boys, maybe we'll find another president from Uganda who will be giving us the uniform. But the girls will be looking like this, and this picture will be hanging in every PASETA office in the continent. So Diina, thank you girls. Thank you so much. You went from Hilton Hotel to bedroom, whatever, to outside. But this is how God does these things. No matter what you think you are in control, eventually He's the one that determines what happens at the end. So all the best. You're not alone, you're not naked. You've got family, you've got us on the phone. Hang on. You're not doing it for yourself, unfortunately. You're not doing it for yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you. You can leave now.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You will notice that there are some parts that I cut off. I am the director. I want you guys to eat.